Hi all, welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I will discuss about intelligent alert engine in SolarWinds. How you can make your alert system more intelligent, providing capabilities, using capabilities provided by SolarWinds. You can reduce alert fatigue, the extra alarm noise, and you can make your alert intelligent that they can troubleshoot and they can you can initiate any action on based on your alarms and the condition. Okay, so if you remember in my previous video, there is the platform capability where I mentioned about the intelligent alerting. So this is the part of the platform capability. There I'll explain about in this video about the how we can configure intelligent alert in SolarWinds. So I'll move to the demo environment first. This is the demo environment, and from there, alerts and activities, click on alerts. This is where you can see all your open alarms, alerts, which are pre-configured or you have configured them. You can group them by alert name, by severity. Like if you want to see only the critical alarms, so that's how you can group them. You can group them by responsible teams if you want to know the teams, which team is handling what type of alarms. You want to monitor them by features. So that's how you can group them. Also, if you click on more, you can hide acknowledge alerts. You can pause auto refresh, and there are some other user level features are there. Here I'll create a new alert. Click on manage alerts. There you will see the alert manager. Click on new alert, add new alert. And this is where we will configure our intelligent alert in SolarWinds. So I'll give any name here like demo_test, and the same is description. You can enable and disable and evaluate frequency of alert, like how many times you want the system to check whether the condition is met or not. So triggering condition by default, it is 1 minute, and the minimum you can set is 15 seconds. If you configure it less than 15 seconds, it will not be accepted by the system. So 15 seconds is the trigger conditions. Severity of the alert, these 5 severities are available in hybrid cloud, intelligent alert system. So out of these 5, you can select any of the severity. And there you can mention about the responsible team who will be handling this alert, and alert limited category. It is disabled for the demo environment, but how you can, what is the use of alert limitation category? Suppose a user which is having access to see only the network hardware alarms or any application monitoring alarm. So you can just click down. It will give you the views for which the user is having access. So if you suppose you select this alarm to be available for AWS team only, so there will be a category of AWS. Just select that. So whosoever user is having AWS alert category rights, they will be only able to see it. Other people will not be able to see this alert. Also, I'll explain you more about how this alert engine works. So there are few things that we need to consider while working on alert engine, how it works. So basically it search for database. The alert engine works on the database only. It doesn't poll the manage object. So it is the polling engine job. It just searches the database only to identify alert events. Also, it can alert you for only the data you have in databases, means any object entity that is there in the database only. Anything which is not there in database will never be, the alert engine will not consider that condition. And it basically deals with 2 polling functions. One is object polling interval, where polling engine gathers the data from your monitoring devices, whatever you are monitoring through your polling engine. And alerting interval is the alert engine basically checks database to see if any alert event has occurred, means the condition whatsoever you have configured for your alarm to be true. if it is there or not. The last one is alerting interval should be close to polling interval. And why it should be? Suppose you have the object polling interval of 1 minute while the alert interval is 15 seconds. So you'll be getting data in 1 minute only, but alerting interval will going and checking it the data in every 15 seconds, which has no meaning, because for 1 minute your data is not going to be changed. Okay, it is going to be changed in the next polling interval also only. Second is it should not be greater than an object polling interval, just because suppose you have set alerting interval 5 minutes while the object polling interval is 1 minute only. So maybe you have already have the situation of the alert, but since alerting interval is 5 minutes, it will go and check in the next 5 minutes only. Okay, so these are the condition we should be referring while creating the intelligent alerting. So let's go back to the console. So there we can define the basic alert properties. Then click next. There are the triggering conditions. So this triggering condition makes intelligent alert in SolarWinds. So suppose you want to have alarm on alert node. Okay. So either you can have the system will check for all objects in your environment, or you can set it for few objects only. And this is the object. This is the condition which I'll be creating. What I will choose here is will be your. Let's make it for anything that we can choose. Even though if something which is not listed there, we can search from all objects. There we have related to node. So you can have alert on any of the objects. So let's suppose we will select here, choose a random thing here. Let's suppose I'll choose Azure Cloud VM. So now if I want to have this alert to be active on all the Azure Cloud VM, or I can select only few objects, only few VMs, which are matching this criteria, what I'm going to mention here. So let's suppose Azure Cloud VM, and let's take Azure location is equal to. So it will give you the location by itself if it is there in the system. One more condition I will add, one more condition if I want to add. That's how I can keep appending all the condition. And in the Azure Cloud VM, the node should have, let's take an example of not system name, okay, vendor. If it is equal to IBM, okay. So any Azure Cloud VM which is there in this location, and the node where vendor is equal to IBM, this is where the alert engine will poll. It will poll for, it will check in database for Azure Cloud VM, which are there in this location, and the node where vendor is equal to IBM. Okay. Now this is the actual triggering condition. It will poll the data of these devices, but when the alert should be triggered, if I take an example here, something like here I have taken CPU load if it is greater than 80%. Okay. So now try to understand here is what is the triggering condition, the scope of the alert. Scope of the alert means these many alarms, the system will poll for the data related to these objects only. And within these objects, if any Azure Cloud VM, which is there in this location, and the CPU load is greater than 80%, only then it will trigger the alert. Okay, so that's how we are making sure the alarm should not be a noise for every occurrence of the 80% on any of the Azure Cloud VM, no, any Azure Cloud VM which is there in this location. Okay, and this is the triggering condition. Also, there is one more option. Condition must exist for more than 10 minutes. Suppose maybe there may be possibility of fluctuation of 80%, but we will see if we check this. So condition must exist. The CPU load should be more than 80% for continuous 10 minutes. Only then the alarm will the alert will be active and it will be generated. There are few more advanced options are there. If I click there, so you can add further conditions and then after, once the average CPU load is greater than 80% for 10 minutes, and then for 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, I will check again, or maybe any service. I'm just giving one hypothetical example here. Any service which is running on that particular Azure Cloud VM, and that service is down, only then it should go for the alerting. That's how we can use this advanced feature. So I'll uncheck this. Now I'll click next. Now this is the reset condition. Reset condition means when the system is below, the condition is met, but again the system is normal now. It's like CPU threshold, CPU load is less than the triggering condition that we have decided. So how alarm alert should behave? Reset it means it should get clear by itself. If it is no longer true, it is recommended. Or you can reset this alert. You can clear this alarm after 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. It's like you can decide if something which you want, where you don't want to wait for the clear, but you want to reset it for after particular duration of time. That's how you can set. No reset condition means the alarm will be there and it will come on top as soon as it occurs again. And there's one more reset condition. You can manually remove the alarm alert and create a special reset condition. Like you can add one more condition. What should be the behavior when the reset has occurred? You can add new condition if the clear is coming. So I'll choose the reset this alert. Now this is time of the day. At what time you want a notification, or you want to suppress this alarm, or you want to trigger this alarm. There are two checkboxes. One is alert. Alert is always enabled, no schedule needed. So you, as soon as there is a triggering condition matching criteria, it will be active, or you can specify the day or time. So you can add a schedule. Now take an example, since we have taken CPU load 80% and we know like on Sunday, we are running some particular scripts, which is making the CPU load higher, more than 80% or whatever triggering condition you have set. So you can disable the alert for the following time period. Okay, so monthly you can select on January on every month on first Sunday from this time to this time, we can suppress this alarm. And also right now you want this alarm to be active from right now or specific date. I mean, it's like you don't want alarm to be active. You want this alarm to be active after 1 week, not from today. Okay. So that's how you can have the time of the day. Now next is trigger action. What action you want after time of the day. The next is trigger action. Once the condition is true, what action you want to take on system. There you can have the message display where you can insert the variable. Like you want to add some more details like application, date, day of the week, and what time this was triggered. So these things will be added as a message. Insert variable. That's how there are so many other variables are there. You can just check it is most commonly used or no grouping. So you can have all the variables. Also the add, if I go to the add action, suppose there is a 80% CPU load is more than 80% and I want to kill all the scripts whatsoever is running on that VM. So I can choose, there is one, execute an external program. So there are so many other action that you can take. So I'm just taking one generic one, execute an external program, configure action. There you can mention like kill all scripts, and then network path. You can have there is already mentioned. You can also use network addresses such as machine name and the script which is there. So I will take like for example 10.10.10.1 and slash script.sh. So that's how we can execute any script which is present on this server, but it should have connectivity. This IP address should have connectivity with your polling engine. Okay, so you can define your user at time of the day and everything, execution settings, or you want to repeat this action in this minute until the alert is acknowledged by someone. Okay, so that's how step by step your alert is getting more intelligent, and it is reducing your alert fatigue. And even though you can initiate remediation by yourself, if you know how you can fix it, if it is a reoccurring process, or you have the SOP for this kind of issues. Let's click next. So now this is the reset action. What action you want to take when the clear is here, and now you want to add some same kind of action, like you want to log an alert to the file. You want to reboot the VM. Okay, let's suppose after 80% it comes down. You want to reboot the process. Anything that you want to do, you can select from here. Or even you can copy action from the trigger action. Whatever trigger action you have decided, the same action you can copy here. Click next. And this is the entire summary of your alert, intelligent alert that you have built so far, and you can submit it. So this is the intelligent alert in SolarWinds, which is very, very useful to create an alert intelligently and reduce alarm fatigues and to reduce unnecessary notification that you are getting. If you go through with your issues and you know their remediation, the scripts which are there to resolve those issues, and the steps, if you can automate them, then the best practice is to call an external script. And as soon as the triggering criteria met, the script will execute and it will remove those bottlenecks which was making your CPU load high. So this is all about the intelligent alert system in SolarWinds. Anything that I missed out, please do let me know in the comments. Or anything you want me to explain more in details, please let me know. I'm happy to help you. Thank you very much for your time.